this is just rock melon, mango, and yogurt. One of my favorite combos. One of the best things about summer is the summer fruit. Okay, so I actually wrote down a list of things because my life has been pretty chill, I'd say, because I have been enjoying my holidays, but I've had a very long holidays. One of the things I wrote down is that I've been on holidays for, I think my holidays are about 3 months now. Maybe two or three. I think it's 3 months because I did my external exams, even though I am in grade 11. And I finished in week 3. So that means I wasn't even in school since week... Oh, actually, no. I had exams. I think my last exam was week 6. So I don't know how many months that is, but it's a long time. But school comes back in about two weeks, and that is I'm actually very excited because if you guys didn't know, I'm doing this course thing where I'm doing a Cert 3 at another school for one day a week. And yeah, I'm just super excited for that. And the Cert 3 is going to be in film, so it is film and TV. So it'll be very hands-on, I believe, rather than the other course was also in film, but it was film and I can't remember what it was specifically, but it was more for gaming and designing and that kind of stuff, like design and tech, digital tech, that kind of thing. So yeah, okay guys, I just had to have a break to eat some food. But the first thing on my list is car. Well, I wrote down car and annoyances with buying. Basically, I'm looking for a second-hand car. And there is not many places to buy a second-hand car. It is mainly car sales. Or Facebook Marketplace, which great options. They are good, but it's just like you can't really trust anyone. You don't know like what's actually happened. They could be lying about things. They could be covering up things. Like I've heard people say, if the engine looks too clean, then that means oil has been wiped off. But if it looks dirty and oily, then obviously there's probably like an oil leak, and it's very bad. We're gonna ignore this red dot on my face. Thank you. Yeah, it's just super annoying because when I try to reach out to someone, and it actually like kind of works out, and it looks like a great car, it gets sold. Like obviously, I don't know why everyone seems to be buying cars all the time, but good for them, I guess, but not good for me. And then you're either too late, someone else has bought it, or they just don't reply, or it's just a bad car. Like those are the only options, I feel like. So yeah, it has been quite a journey trying to figure out what car I'm going to get, or all those types of adult problems, even though it's not adult, but you guys know what I mean. Next thing I wrote is one school. Oh my gosh, does anyone have one school? I feel like every school uses one school, and it was literally failing. So when I figured out that classes were out, I went online and I saw my schedule, and guess what? It's on my one school is only showing that I have one class, one singular class, and that is the necessary one that everyone gets. So it doesn't show me any of the classes that I have chosen, which is super annoying. And it actually just crashed altogether because so many people were trying to go on it, including my brother. So that's great. So I don't know. classes yet, and school is in like 2 weeks. That's great. That is great. Anyways, boring. Oh, I actually planned this year, guys, so it was gonna be fun. So last year, I mean, I wouldn't call it the worst year because a lot of people are doing like diploma of business and that stuff, and that sounds so boring to me. But last year I did my necessary, like you only have to do maths and English either in grade 11 or 12, and I did it last year in grade 11. Grade 11. So I did literature, unfortunately, and maths, so I don't have to do those again, thank God. And psychology, which I thought was going to be my fun class, which, guys, hot tip, it's not a fun class. It's kind of interesting, but it only became interesting at the very end. I feel like it was super boring at the start. We were learning about the brain. It was more like biology. Like, I low-key thought we were only going to be learning about well, I obviously didn't know what we were going to be learning about, but at the end it was interesting because we learned about like the all these types of experiments, brain experiments, like the Stanford prison experiment. There was one with like a rat and a baby. As you can tell, my memory is great. But yeah, this year, I chose fashion, which I wasn't that interested in, but now I kind of am. Fashion, and hospitality, which I'm super excited for that. I don't know if it was just very fun in grade 10 because I had my friends in it, but I'm super excited because I love cooking and baking. Hopefully I get some of my friends in that class, and then I'm doing the course at the other school in film. So yeah. Next thing I'm going to be talking about is my movie list. Okay. So I have had this list of movies I want to watch since the start of the holidays, or around the start of the holidays, and they're all classic movies because I'm going to be getting into film. So I want to have experience, obviously, with all different types of directors, types of movie storylines, all that kind of stuff, filming devices, and techniques. But guess how many movies I've watched? Let's count. Actually, I have a list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've watched 8 movies out of the list of which was 62 movies, because that was how many days were left on my holidays, and then I made it to 100. Guys, I have so many movies to watch. I actually really want to watch these movies like really bad, but there's just like TikTok and Instagram has fried my brain, and my attention span is so bad. I'm already trying to get back into reading. Like, the thing about reading is I've never really liked it. It's just because the start of the book is so like, it's meant to be the most entertaining part, but for me it's the most boring part, and it's super hard to get into a book. But once I get into it, then I really get intrigued, which I think is happening with this book I'm reading now. I forgot what it's called, but it's like a murder mystery. And something else that also helps me read is going to the beach. I always love listening to music and putting in my headphones and reading at the beach. Yesterday I actually went to a dam. If you guys saw my TikTok, and I actually love. I've never really been alone swimming and just out like that by myself, because obviously I don't have my license, so my parents would come with me, or I would go with my friends or something like that. And obviously I love everyone. Obviously I love my family and my friends, but it was so nice to be alone, just swimming and just being in nature, reading quietly. Oh my gosh, also helps me so much to get inspired to read because a lot of other people around me are reading. Okay, let me read out a few of the movies that I have not watched. You guys might be shocked. Every time someone says, "Have you watched a movie?" my answer is no. Because I have not watched any of the classics. Not sure why. I don't know why my parents didn't force me to. But let's read out. I'm gonna read out the most crazy, the ones that I think people would think are the craziest. We have Wizard of Oz, which I'm actually not excited to watch that. I want to watch the classic one, the really, really old one. But seems very boring. I hate musicals. Someone told me it was musical, and I don't really like old movies that much. It depends. I hate new movies though. I hate new movies with a freaking passion. Anyways, I have Baby Driver. I'm super excited to watch that. I've heard such great things about it. I watched Shawshank Redemption. It was a very good movie with character development, but I think it's very hard to follow up with the ending on how good that movie was, but I think the ending was very boring. Don't know if that's an unpopular opinion, but I'm sorry. Romeo and Juliet, I barely watched that. I watched half of it. The one with, what's his name? I forgot his name, but that famous actor. And that was extremely boring to me because of the script. I just couldn't understand it. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? I love that movie. Okay, this is trying to convince myself to watch more movies. Goodfellas was also very good. I have to watch Kill Bill. Apparently that's just very violent though, and that's pretty much it. What else? Forrest Gump, I really want to watch that. Psycho and American Psycho. I watched Knives Out. I thought Knives Out was an old movie, and I was like, why does this kind of seem like new movies, and why is it really bad acting, really bad? It was a new movie. It's 2017 or something like that. What else do we have on here? I've wanted to watch Brokeback Mountain for so long. We have, A Space Odyssey, 2001, A Space Odyssey. I have Austin Powers, Avatar, What'll You Do After You Graduate, Silence of the Lambs, Secret Garden, Secret Garden, Vertigo, Enemy of the State, Dirty Dancing, Demolition Man, I think that's what it says, Independence Day, Training Day, Gladiator, Seven Samurai, The Dark Knight, Schneider's List, The Fellowship of the Ring. That one was a recommendation by my stepdad because he loves that. What are they called? Is that I forgot again. Yeah. E.T., The Fugitive, Heat, RoboCop. I don't know if I already said that. The Shining, Animal House, Big Fish, Beverly Hills Cops, Friday, Blade, Dumb and Dumber, Butterfly Effect, Pretty Woman, There Will Be Blood, Titanic, The Omen, The Three Musketeers, The Godfather. I also really want to watch. I've heard a lot of good things about that. Casablanca. Oh, that's another one I really want to watch. Top Gun, Mallrats, Snatch, Herbie, Jaws, Happy Gilmore. I've watched Happy Gilmore too, so I think that's why that's on my list. I don't think I have many other things. I did watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I loved that. A few ones I had to cross off to get 100 was Pearl Harbor. I actually have, what is this? Saving Private Ryan. Apparently that's similar. I had to cross off Blade Runner, which I kind of want to watch though. Eyes Wide Shut, Van Wilder, Roman Holiday, Marie Antoinette. That one kind of seems boring. The Big Lebowski, Lawrence of Arabia, Bad Boys, Enter the Dragon, Wayne's World, and Citizen Kane. Yeah, those were the ones I crossed out because I wasn't gonna watch them. But yeah. I think that's all I want to talk about today. Let me know if you guys guys want more, because this video actually seems